Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, question mark? It's a lot earlier than I usually stream, but I after 5 p.m. is still evening, I think. I think that's reasonable to say. So I guess it's still good evening. We're doing some more Animal Crossing. Uh I just wanted to chill. I'd say the collab streams are the ones where I get a lot more energetic. I don't have so much energy to do that every single time. I really like having streams where I can just chill out, just vibe, do some interior decoration with no knowledge of how to do some interior decoration. Hello there, everyone. Right now on Creamsicle, it's 5:26 p.m. on a Friday. Hello. Now for today's announcements. Our friend Rossetti is here today. I see. So there's a discount on being reset. I don't usually ever have to bug off. I don't know what bug off is. I don't know if I ever played the game during a time where there was a bug off. I suppose there's probably a good decent chunk of stuff that I have not experienced in this game despite the amount of hours. Because you would have to play it year round. Wow. I did not remember to sort my inventory in between in between the last stream and now, but you know, we'll live with that. I'm going to go check. We always got to check. The first thing that I check every single time I boot up Animal Crossing is what clothes do they got in the store. I think I treat this game as like half fashion simulator, even if that is not like a super deep part of the game necessarily. I mean, I suppose it's deep in like the sheer amount of choices you have for clothing. Or would that be wide? Wide but shallow? It's not the deepest fashion system, but you can accessorize. What do they got? Edo period merchant outfit. That's fun. So the delivery jacket is also fun, but I think I have that. Do I? Ooh, the brown one is nice. I wish... Okay, I didn't mean to leave. I wish I could see what it is that I already have at home. I wonder if I... You know what? It would probably be convenient if... Even if though it may mess with the aesthetic, it may be convenient to just have like a closet next to the shop so that I can just walk right out and be like, okay, what is it that I own? What is it that I own that I saw in there? Rather than having my short-term memory forget everything that I saw as I proceed to run all the way back to my house to see if I already owned the shirts that I was considering purchasing. Welcome. I did forget to prepare myself water today, but you know, I'll have to get some water later. Maybe during an ad break or something. Yes, let me see what I own in my clothes closet. I have the orange delivery jacket. I thought I had the orange delivery jacket. Yeah, it already looks like I have some duplicates in there. That's one of the tough things with the trying to remember what the heck you already own when there's so many pieces of clothing. I do love that there's so many pieces of clothing though. I can just be a little bit crazy. I suppose this outfit is just a little crazy. The sunglasses are very extra for how like subdued the rest of the outfit is. Although I mean, the outfit's pretty saturated. Maybe subdued is not the right term, but they're almost different aesthetics, but they kind of match. Let's see, that delivery jacket's nice. Don't know what I would pair it with. That's cute. I like the sailor style shirts, but I don't know that any of them would really go with my current wardrobe. I don't know. I don't know what I would pair any of that with. Let's see. Yeah, I like these pastel dress shirts. That's fun. This is the type of stuff you'd wear for Easter. We're like just a little bit past that season. I suppose I could buy them for next year. I don't know if I already have a white pair of denim pants. Those are like very form-fitting pants. I tend to like a lot looser pants. That's it. They got... Ooh. Hold up. This is my color scheme right here. Hold up. Ooh, we got these dandy hats. Oh, that's fun. I have a hat. Oh, it's not quite like this. It's, I don't know what the name of these, like the actual formal name of this type of hat is. I think I've called them like newsboy caps, but I have one that's kind of like this in real life. It's like a patchy pattern rather than a solid color. That is good though. I do like that. Ooh, hold up. We got another, a floral hairpin that's like just the right color as well. The bunny hood is very funny. I don't think I'll ever wear it though. Ooh, I don't know if I have these. And the rimmed glasses. Do I already have the rimmed glasses? I don't know. Am I spending money on things that I don't need or already have? That's a good question. This is why I should get an extra closet and just put it outside of the store. Alright, at least these two items I am pretty certain that I haven't already got in my closet. You know what? I'll be right back. I know, Am I procrastinating getting started on actually designing another vacation house? Possibly. It's possible. Not intentional procrastination. I want to go back. I suppose I can check my closet as well when I get back, but I want to get back and see if I have another closet just lying around that I can throw next to the store. It won't be the prettiest. Well, considering it'll just be whatever I had lying around. Yeah, I guess it won't be the prettiest, but something temporary, maybe. Nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. I forget how to access my inventory. Or storage. There we go. Housewares. Storage shed. Ooh. Storage shed might be what I don't have a second closet, do I? Really? We've got the mirrors. No, it wouldn't be in miscellaneous. Floors, rugs, fashion items. Look at all those fashion items. You know, I could just put the storage shed over there. You know what? We'll live with that for now. It is a temporary solution after all, and that will allow me to see what the heck I have in my closet. I think. I assume it'll let me see my fashion items. Because the storage shed just lets you access your storage from outside your house, right? I don't think that was in the game originally. I think that was added at some point in an update. I'm so out of the loop Despite the amount of hours I put into this game when it came out. I wonder if that is the most common deal when it comes to this. Alright, not my favorite look in terms of everything being nice and matching over here, but it will be convenient. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Now we got this. What was I looking at? Okay, so we didn't have the hairpin. We don't have any dandy hats. We can go ahead and grab those two. Apparently we already have the bunny hood. I think I can guess. I can assume that my wife got that. Vivid tights. And we don't have the brown circular glasses, actually. So you know what? Maybe we'll pick those up. Maybe. You know what? Why not? I can make an outfit out of it. We can actually switch up my outfit. I don't have to have the exact same outfit that I've had for the last couple of Animal Crossing streams. I have plenty of clothes in my colors. I do check the clothing store every time I get on stream with this game. Get myself a dandy hat, some nice rimmed glasses, an eye patch. Why not? The semi-opaque tights. That is something that I don't have. Why not? Why not? Am I gonna wear... Yeah. That's our start to the new outfit. Thank you. Apparently, I mean, it's gotta be easier to ship stuff to storage when the storage is literally right next to the store. Hopefully, I've made their job easier. I'll grab these as well, so I could match them with something, and I'll grab these. I'm not gonna wear them right away. And the pink and the purple floral hairpins, I might grab as well. Those are part of my color scheme. I got purple literally next to my head, right down there. And then also got pink accents like everywhere. Pink sunglasses. I got, you know what? I didn't even consider the pink hat. I'm not gonna wear with what I picked out. Am I gonna have to go in here 3 more times just to get all those little hair accessory items? Perhaps. Perhaps. How about... You know what? I mean, the purple could work. It's a little bit of a large piece for how small the purple is in my general color scheme, but you know. Yes. But I don't need to wear it right now. I have considered changing up the purple in this color scheme. It's always been this very cool purple in almost like this. Which does kind of vibe, it kind of vibes. But also, like, this warm purple looks really nice with the very warm focused color scheme I've got going on. I have considered switching it out, but I've never gone through it. I think perhaps I have not found the right purple. But it may, I don't know. That's something I could play around with sometime. Let's grab this hat. It's maybe a little bit large to use as an accent piece, but if I went with a crazy outfit, I could probably make it work. Alright, thank you. Have a good day. Alright, well, since this is in a closet, I can't actually just switch up my outfit over here. Although this already looks cute with the little hat and the matching glasses. That's cute. I did consider the gold rims because my real life equivalent of these sunglasses that my avatar is wearing has like the circle part of the rims are brown, but the actual like the bridge across the nose and the little pieces that hook it onto your ear are like shinier golden. So I can't exactly get that with the options that they have in Animal Crossing. 'Cause I don't think you can make customizable glasses the same way you can make like a customized shirt texture or pants texture. I never really did mess with that. Even though I love creating my own stuff, but like I never do it as much in games that allow creation. Minecraft might be the one exception there where I can like really get into like making architecture or something, because that's not something I do outside of games. Then again, maybe it's just because I play Minecraft a ton, because I'll also spend a good amount of time on Minecraft skins. But a lot of games that let you do a lot of like artistic customization, even though I love that stuff, I don't end up spending very much time on it as much as I think I would, like when I am getting the game. I forgot I had this. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I'm in the... I see. I'm in the... the section with all the costumes. Look at these crazy rose print pants. Alright, ooh, that matches the hat. That matches the hat. I do wish you could tuck in the shirts. Look at this. Okay, okay. The sweater's cute. It's the orange is a little bit weird when you put it like right next to this very light saturated orangey brown. You could almost just call these pants and hat orange. So with the more saturated orange of the sweater is it's a little bit clashing. That's cute. It matches the shoes really well. Though I think I would choose different pants if I were to wear this. Also very it's a little extra fancy. That's cute, but the browns are clashing more than I would like. I would wear that with a different fit. This might be the fit. This might be the fit for today. Different shoes, of course. Layered polo shirt. That's I just realized that the little I can't tell exactly what the little logo is on the yellow polo shirt, but it kind of looks like an athletic wear brand. That's the vibe I'm getting. All right, yeah, we got to wear some brown shoes with these. Look at that. These are... I did not originally intend to make an outfit that was like all brown. Do I have... I don't seem to have normal brown or black loafers. It's all yellows. Which is fair. That is like the color scheme. I think the antique boots look the best with this fit. Should I switch the top though? Dude, the rest of this does match up pretty nicely, and those shoes match decently with the top. Out here with a Lego shirt. That's what it's all about. Who doesn't love the Lego minifigure tee? Would you wear a t-shirt with a little heart on it that's just got a little Lego head in there? I would. Hola. It's a little bit too informal. Like this. You know what? I think if I had like a long sleeve cream colored shirt, that would probably work best with this outfit. This does have the cream coloredness, but that like vibrant red orange is not what I would pair with the the rest of this outfit. I'm struggling here. That's all. They're too close. It's not quite right. You know what? The tree sweater kind of worked. That's cute. The green sweatshirt. I wish the pants were a little bit darker. Like that kind of. We might have to go back to the cuff pants. I do like how these match the hat, but it doesn't look quite right. Whereas this, I think, looks a lot better. And then we could pair that with the trekking boots. That's maybe a little bit weird. How about the orange ones? No. Shamrock shoes. Yeah, okay, this outfit's maybe getting a little bit crazy. Bro, have I spent like 20 minutes just messing around instead of actually going and doing my job of designing vacation houses? Perhaps. Let's see. We can definitely. I feel like a lot more things work in terms of my wardrobe with these pants than with the other pants. I could stand to get some more dark brown pants in this game to style more outfits. Like, ooh, you know what? I didn't. This is not the direction I was expecting to go when I put this hat on. But that's kind of cute with the like cherry red in here. Nordic socks. Those seems like they would really fit the outfit if you could see them. Where did I go? Well, my avatar will be right back. Oh, he was doing so well too. He was doing just fine, and then he's just said bye-bye. I still haven't figured out what's causing the program to crash all the time. I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough. I hope so. I should I should probably spend some time okay, there we go. Is it calibrated? Is it tracking me? It's tracking me now. Okay, let me make sure it actually knows where me facing forward is. There we go. Calibrated. I do want to figure out what the heck is making that crash all the time, because it is annoying to have to restart it just sporadically throughout playing the game, especially if I end up in a situation where I can't just randomly stop playing. Oh, I forgot about these bright orange pants. Those could go with some of the other stuff I have. You know what? This might be the fit. This is cute. Having the pants match the hat is very good. Even if the color of these pants is a little bit weird. It looks a little bit awkward with the lighting that they're using in this room. I don't know why it looks weird with the lighting, but I think it's cute. I think this works. This will be my fit for today that you'll see for like 2 seconds, and then I have to get changed into the work fit. You know. Very important. I gotta look spiffy as I hop into work. And then just get changed to the usual work fit where nothing matters. I'm like, what's my... And then I think the best way of making... well, I guess technically the best way of making money is gambling with the turnip prices. Or they were turnips, right? I think so. I never really messed with those. As much as I make silly little gambling jokes, I am not a gambler in any way. I don't like it. The uncertainty does not It does not make me happy. Alrighty. Hello, Mr. Airport Man. I want to fly. I have to go to work. Wait, how do I go to work? What do you mean? Do I have to use the miles ticket to go to... hold up. What have I done? What have I done wrong? I do got tickets. Oh, there we go. I clicked on the wrong answer. There we go. Time for takeoff. Let's get going. I do find the dodo and the logo flapping his wings in sync with the takeoff sound is very funny. Hello. Ooh, look at this. We actually get to... It's a nice time of day, especially for the colors that I like to wear. Ooh. Look at that sunset sky. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Wait, I don't think I ever really stream early enough to get that. But I love sunset vibes. Like, look at that. That's beautiful. Hold up. I could take a photo of that. This is aesthetic. How do I oh right, I can't turn the camera in the same way. Hold up. Can I go into first person? Yes. I go into first person and I can't turn my camera left or right. There we go. Now we can get the sun in there. Man, I desperately want to angle this camera, like, slightly... Like, just slightly turn it to the left a little bit. But, I cannot. 'Tis the... That is the, unfortunate reality with the Animal Crossing locked camera. There we go. Let me sit. Wow. Alright, what are my expressions? Jamming? Yeah. That's good. That has satisfied my need to take a sunset picture. I still have no idea what the heck is up with the ruins up here. Is this also just aesthetic? What is the lore? What is the Animal Crossing lore behind the ruins on the lake? Oh, but I do love how they look at sunset. Beautiful sunset. Ooh, that was a mighty good jump. You go, little guy. Whoa, you go, big guy. Alright, let me... Come on. Step on the ladder. Let's hop on down. We gotta go to work. Otherwise, we're never gonna get anything done. I haven't actually tried talking to any of the villagers just waiting around the beach while I'm not actually at work. Hello. Hey, yo! I got another CRT. I already have a CRT. In that exact color, so I don't need it. Alrighty. I'm ready to work. Wow. Okay, so I suppose we're going back to house number 1. Also, I'm thinking. Should we switch up the work uniform? Well, because we've been I do like this look. This look is cute. However, would it be worth switching it up? Ooh, the cargo shorts? I ain't done cargo shorts in a long time. The tweed pants. The tweed pants don't go with this as well as I'd want it to. Perhaps there's some black socks in there. Longer, a little bit longer. There you go. Just to be mostly hidden. And then, socks and sandals. Socks and sandals is crazy. Socks and sandals with the tweed pants is what's crazy. I'm not sure what in here is supposed to pair with the tweed pants, because you can kind of get them to work with the shirt, although they look a little bit weird with my hair being this color. I almost feel like I'd have to dye my hair to pull off these pants. I can see why I went with the corduroys. Those are some nice corduroys. So I prefer brown corduroys. It's good to have some nice fun color splash options, especially when you're in this kind of setting. But I wish we had some brown corduroys. We got the white shorts. The white shorts do not go with these boots. We got some baby shorts, baby denims. We could, we could pull it off. Ooh, the messenger bag. Hold up, the little messenger bag. That's kind of my color scheme. The business shoes feel a little bit overly formal with the with this fit. Hold up, get rid of the socks. Lose the socks. Flip-flops don't... I don't feel like flip-flops are like the choice when you're going to be doing moving around large objects, doing decoration, messing with architecture and stuff. I feel like you might want some more sturdy shoes. House flippers. They have not the paws. The paws is crazy. I didn't even know that was an option. That's hilarious. Ooh, that kind of... I mean, still flip-flops, but they do match the color scheme. They do match the color scheme. Faux suede sneakers. If these were a different color... The cute sneakers are adorable, but like there's no way you could possibly pair this with the work uniform. It's not gonna look right. Not with that shirt. I think some sturdier sandals make more sense. Now, could I match that up with the... No. No, it's just not quite right. Yeah, we might... you know what? This might be our fit for today. It's fine. I think it's cute. Good enough. Good enough is what we aim for. Okay, I don't actually know how you go back to the other houses if they want us to take... Didn't we already take photos at Eloise's house? No, those are just model homes, I suppose. Do I have to go back in and talk to them? Hey there, guys. What's that you were talking about? I should be able to find Nico down there. Okay, so Nico can take us. He can take us to any of the previous houses, it seems. That makes sense. So we'll go talk to him. We'll take some photos, and then we'll get to a new house. Get to making a new house. Hi there, buddy. Yep. Let's go ahead then. I see a Monkey Boat Express. Bro, I can literally talk to you. I don't need to use an app for this. You're like right there. I know it's just the mini auction. It seems a bit silly. Hello there. How are you doing in your liminal suburban island? That's wonderful. I am glad you like it. Now, if you have any problems at all, don't hesitate to check with us at the office. This and that, and this and that. Okay, we've got to take a photo to put on the catalog. I do love photos. Very cool. Okay. You can replace the photo of that location. I see. Hi. I'm going to move you to this corner. Rotate. Perfect. That's not what I meant to do. Are you kidding me? Bro, what has it been? Like 15 minutes and Waruto's already crashed again? Bro. Come on, Waruto. You can do better than that. It's always at random when it crashes too. I'm glad it's not taking my computer with it. Because there was a time where there was a memory leak. And every time it had an issue, the whole computer went down. Like, kernel panic, blue screen, and everything. So, I will take it just randomly closing over that. However, I would also prefer if it just didn't randomly close. Alright, yeah, handheld camera. Perfect. Let's get that, Ooh. Let's get the shark in there. The shark book? Perfect. Now that's what I call a good photo. Hold up, you gotta have the eyes open. Yeah. That's a good photo. Okay. Perhaps I should get a photo that, like, more accurately, like, has the room in it. I guess I can do that. Let's see, which... Yeah, I feel like this angle is cuter. It shows off a little bit more of what's going on in the room, whereas this particular corner doesn't have as much interest in it. You can already see the bookshelf from this angle. There we go. Well, let's see. This one does show off the whole room, but this one's funny because it has big shark. I think I'm going with Big Shark. Who doesn't love Big Shark? All right, let me hop back out. We've got our photo. Wow, this place is barren. Hey there, Mr. Nico. Let me get a good pic, close the camera app, and select a registered photo with the plus button. I already did. Set back together, but be sure to say goodbye to the client. Okay. Can't forget to say goodbye. I'm glad you like the vacation home. That's literally my job, is to make it. Well, I can use a brown argyle rug now. I did. I did select the photo. I did. What do you mean? I literally... Okay. I don't know what he wants. Perfect. That's a wrap. Excellent. There we go. Now we can leave. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad that that's the photo we're going to be using to represent the vacation home. No issues. Oh, I should pay you for that, shouldn't I? Well, yeah, it is my job. I would hope I would get paid for doing my job. Thank you. I will happily accept money. No. We gotta actually decorate a house today. I can't just come here, take one photo, and then leave. Well, I could. It's all about putting in minimum effort. That's what makes you a great employee. Ooh. Mysterious? Okay, I'm digging these potential houses. Arcade? That sounds fun. I don't know if I have much arcade stuff, though. Though, I mean, they always supply you with, like... Hi there. Maybe another time. I am busy at the moment, looking to see what everyone wants. I just accidentally clicked the A button. That's what happens. You have a giant thumb that can cover all 4 Switch 1 mini M&M sized buttons at once. I just want to hit the B button so I can run around, and then I hit the A button, which normally doesn't do anything, but it does make you talk to people when you don't intend to talk to people. I'm also like, every time I'm trying to hold the B button, I have to have my thumb at an awkward angle because there's an analog stick in the way that's used for like camera movement. I feel like that that ends up making it a lot more uncomfortable to play games on a Switch controller than on like my PlayStation controller. Especially when that's on my right hand, and my right wrist, it's already fatigued often from literally everything I do requiring wrist. Working on the computer at work, that's using the wrist on the mouse and keyboard. Working on the computer at home, wrist and mouse right wrist on the mouse and keyboard. I guess left wrist on the keyboard too, but like, you got piano, you got, sometimes I like to do drum, anytime I'm playing an instrument, anytime I'm drawing, anytime I'm using my phone. Bro, how do people give their wrists a break? I would play this with a different controller, but I don't think you can hook up like a PS5 controller to a Switch. Wooden furniture. That would be fun. I'm thinking the fall. I'm thinking the fall vibe. Mysterious Magic sounds really fun now. But considering my color scheme, I think I'm thinking fall. Whoa, you're one of those vacation home folks. Yep, that is my job. Let's chat. Let's figure out you. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do if you said no. I'd probably just ask again, but louder. Well, it seems like that's what everyone's doing here. Everyone who sets foot on this island seems pretty set on a vacation home. Y'all must be rich. Like, no one these days can afford a home, much less a vacation home. Unless you have, like, a bajillion dollars. And this is kind of out here, but here's what I'm thinking. Fall. Those are some fall items. That's very nice. I like your concept. Alright, let's choose a fall-centered island. I wonder if there's a particular spot that might kind of give like a fall impression. That might kind of feel like a fall-centered area. Like this. Very fall-like. Very fall-like. Doing the little slice of fall house in the middle of the desert would be a crazy choice. What is this deserted island? Bro, if someone's got a deserted island theme that they want for their vacation home, I have got the spot for them. That's literally like Minecraft survival island type beat right there. It's so small. Also, you're building your house on the sand. Like, it's got a stone foundation, but the stone foundation is just laid directly on top of the sand. I don't think that's very good structural integrity. Anyway. This place looks pretty boring. That's nice and all. This is really fun. This is like all out fall. Okay, they do have different seasons. Okay, so you can make it work. The desert doesn't seem to have much difference in terms of the seasons. It gets a little frosty. You ever see it snow in the desert? In the sand desert with cactuses? Cacti? Khakis? Ooh, the snow actually melts here in spring. That's kind of cool. Anyway. We'll go with the actual... This is the fall vacation home, so we'll go with the fall spot. I'm glad you liked my spot picking. I thought very hard about it. As in, I took one look and I said, that's the one. Off to the site we go. Who's ready for some interior and exterior decoration? Oh, this place is cute. I really like the hill surrounded by colorful trees. It reminds me of there was a, I think it was this, I don't think it was a national park. I think it was a state park where my wife and I got married, where we had our wedding. And it looked absolutely gorgeous in the fall. We didn't actually have our wedding in the fall. It was in the summer. So it wasn't like this, but the area, we did visit it in the fall at least once. And it's absolutely beautiful there with all the hills and all the trees in their various colors. It's great. I love this vibe. Okay. What am I supposed to do? My job, I suppose. Let's... Ooh. Okay, hold up. So let me... There we go. I was like, wait, how do I become omnipotent designer mode? Oh, you can... I see. Oh, ooh, hold up. All right, well, you know, this is immediately losing the theme. But that log staircase is very nice. The stone staircase is not quite the vibe that I think we're looking for. I do think the log staircase is cute, and then we can keep a natural ramp here. Well, actually, you know, maybe this could be a log staircase. Sorry for literally knocking the ground under your feet, guys. And then this one can be natural. Because it feels more in line with the actual ground. Whereas this one just kind of felt like it was jutting out, which felt very unnatural. Let's see. These barbed wire fences are a little bit harsh. I think the log wall, the corral fences or the log wall fences look kind of cute. Okay, hold on, I have to remove these first. Ooh, that is nice. We cannot fit that there. Okay. Okay, note taken, note taken. It's maybe, I don't know, it doesn't quite work. I think I see why they chose that one. How about these? How about the, those appear to be, I may need to rotate them. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, there we go. I prefer that. I prefer that to the barbed wire. We could have a fence over here. A nice little side yard. That doesn't let, that's got some it's got some safety. It's just a little bit of built-in safety so that you don't like fall off the edge. I feel like I'm already losing it. All right, this arch is just too striking. I can't say no to it. It's ooh, hold up. We got a couple colors. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with the brown. The white wood does not strike my fancy. Also, ooh, look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that orange. I may have a slight bias towards the color orange, especially in this particular circumstance. I do like that you can choose the time of day and weather, though. Ooh. I do like how that... Ooh. I like both. I like both. We'll stick with the... Stick with no rain for now, I think. Let's see, what other outdoor decorations do we got? Log stakes? I can see how I could use those. That's a huge mushroom, dude. It's massive. Okay, you gotta have a fire pit. There's gotta be a fire pit. They did want to leave campfire, though, didn't they? What are the variations? With marshmallows? Oh, you know it. It's gotta be with marshmallows. It can be, can we move? You can move the tree. We can't really move it anywhere else, though. I'll have to think about that later. I think the little side area is the perfect place to have a fire pit, although unfortunately, the fences take a considerable amount of space away that I can actually mess around with. I think first off, you know what? We'll remove one of these trees and just have the mushroom take place of that decoration. Like, it can just be here. With a little campfire next to it. Although you can't really get that close. I would love to put it right here, where it feels like it's kind of an extension of the leaves that have piled around this mushroom. But that would be overlapping, and Animal Crossing does not do overlapping, which makes clutter buildup decoration a bit difficult. let's see. What kind of paths do we got? Dirt path would make sense. Dark dirt path, I think, would kind of fit the vibe. That's not what I meant to do. Can you do that up? You cannot do that up a ramp, unfortunately. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, up we go. Well, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. We can keep the dirt path that goes over to the ramp. I don't know if I can get it working as nicely as I would want by the house. Oh, nope, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Can I rest in peace? Not the ads. Why you gotta be here, ads? I don't want you. I don't want you on my stream. Well, kind of. It looks like a cup. This looks like a wine glass of a dirt path. Or a dirt path of a wine glass, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, these are interior decorations, definitely. The log garden lounge chair is crazy. I got a giant patch of mushrooms. Those would make sense, like against the wall over here. You just got a bunch of mushrooms hanging out. Perhaps they could go beside the house. I feel like it would make they make more sense being like a deeper in the background object. So like we could fit that back here and then have the mushroom right in front of it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I don't think like that. I don't feel like that's capturing the vibe. What are the other options? They are just retextured. They are not... You know, I'm kind of feeling the yellow mushrooms. I don't know why. Ooh, that does blend into the background a lot nicer. We'll put them back here. And then we could... Ooh, hold up, hold up. Okay, white mushroom, strange mushroom. Red mushroom is a classic. We can introduce a little bit of red into this color scheme. It's starting to feel like a... It's starting to feel like one of those Minecraft dark oak forests. Alright, over here is definitely the spot to put the log benches. Ooh. Okay, how close can I get it? Okay. Kind of. That's kind of there. What colors do these have? Dark wood, orange wood, white wood, birch. Maybe orange? Maybe a little bit too orange. I think the dark wood looks better in this instance. That's what I meant to do. Let me recolor it. Go back. Go back to the other color. Thank you. Can you color the trees? You can make it a stump or a sprout. Oh. Okay. Okay. I didn't know you could do that. You can make it grow up. I should... That's not what I meant to do. I should get rid of that fence there. Open it up a little bit more without sacrificing the, like, surrounded surrounded in nature of the fenced in area. We could get rid of these fences on the side, I think. That definitely makes it feel a lot more open over here. Now let's see, what other... We'd need some more outdoor decoration. We're not... This is a little bit too sparse. Get a couple pile of leaves we can throw around. Mushroom log, a stone pond. Okay. A wooden bucket, yeah. Throw a wooden bucket around. Ooh, yeah, we got the hats. See, I was cooking. I was cooking with my outfit today. The moccasin boots are nice. I dig that. The giant maple leaf umbrella. That's good. I have a little toy. The basket, that's got to be an indoor decoration. A hammock? No, that's an outdoor decoration. We don't have a table outside. You know what? As much as I love the fire pit, we do need... Okay, actually, you know what? That table's massive. That's going indoors. Sorry, buddy. I know you were very excited when I took that out. This can go as a nice little thing just next to the house. You can scoop some water out of there, I guess. Have some leaves. We can have a hammock out here. I didn't even realize you could just rotate that. Let's see. Gotta figure out where to put all this stuff. I think the tree's gonna have to go way to the back. I do wish you could move it around a little more. It's, it has a very large bounding box? Is that the... I don't know if that's the term I'm looking for. Alright, let's have some leaves over here as well. And then there can be another... I feel like this area definitely has a lot more space for actually having decorations. This does not have any other colors, so that's fine. Perhaps the roasting marshmallows area can be over here. Although now we're pushing ourselves against the edge over there. Let's see. Put you up over here. But the logs kind of need to feel centered with this. Okay, it's kind of interfering with the path. Let's go. This'll have potential tree shade. All right. And then how do I don't know if I can just... Yeah, I can just duplicate an object. Perfect. I can't mess with the terrain. So I don't think I can get like a full... You know, I don't think I can get a full area here. That's not... I did not mean to go into normal builder mode. Wait, go back. I need my powers of easily moving things. Remove that. Can we get a smaller... will this log stool fit around the campfire here? Yes. Okay. We just copy a couple of those, and then now the campfire is actually surrounded. Let's see, can we... We can't center it like that. Ooh. Never mind. I was about to be like, is it centered? It is not. It's That's centered. I feel like this little area could use some sort of framing to keep it looking interesting. We could have a couple. Hold up. Can I use this little mushroom guy and just have him on both sides? That's not what I meant to do. That's okay. Ooh, hold up. We got different types of mushrooms. Look at this, like, witchwood. We got the spooky purple mushrooms. If I was doing the witch's house, that's what I would go with. Let's try out the yellow mushrooms. Oh, how does that look next to the arch? I like that. I like that. Give me that. Give me that for both of them. That is very nice. I do want to put something on top of these logs to finish off the framing that the arch is doing here. We could have a little veggie basket. And oh, I keep pressing buttons that I don't mean to. Hello, Sour. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I am attempting to make the most fall house that's ever falled. Well, the most fall aesthetic house that's ever had a fall aesthetic. I don't want the house to fall down. That would be very sad for our customer here. Animal Cressing, exactly. That is, in fact, the name of the game. Animal Cressing. Does this have multiple colors? It does have multiple colors. I don't like the other color, so we're sticking with the color we already had. Okay. That works. That's cute. I do like... I feel like we gotta come up with a different concept for whatever the heck is going on in their side yard. Because, like, we already have a fire pit down here. And I don't think I can change the... I don't think I can change the terrain. I can change the bridges. I can make the bridges look a certain way. I don't think I can change the terrain. So having a fire pit right above another fire pit, basically, is a little... It's a little silly. As much as I do love having a fire pit in the yard, it's like a quintessential fall thing. It's just not what we're... It's just not going to look right when we already have this little setup here. Now, let's see. You could have the umbrella could have just been left out. I wish I could make it diagonal. There's so many things that I wish I could make diagonal. My instinct is to do like some nice clutter when it comes to decoration, but it just doesn't. I can't quite get it to clutter the way that I want to, because the decoration system in Animal Crossing is very orderly, and that's okay. But it does make me go, ah, sometime, you know? Ooh, having a nice log bench down here to, like, just stare over the scenery. Or there could be a log bench up here. But, like, right next to the hammock. I wish we had that, that little wooden swing that literally is on the main island. Like, do we? No, I mean, we get more and more. Projection screen? When did we get a projection screen? What? You know, in case they want to have movie night out here. Why not? Who wouldn't want to have movie night in the middle of the forest? We got wooden boxes in plenty of different colors with different... Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. This could make for a good decoration. We got a food box. I feel like most of the patterns wouldn't make sense to have this as a fall decoration. But a little food box? That makes sense to have around. Hold up. It's, the pond and the bucket can go elsewhere. This can maybe go down here. And then over here, we have a little... There's a little food box, and then something else has got to go there to make it feel more in place. But I like where this is potentially going. Oh, we could also have some rocks. Gotta have some rocks. They rock, you know? And it does make the place feel a little bit more natural. Although the, there's a little bit of dissonance between the very cartoony looking cliffs and stones on the pathway, and then this semi-realistic rock. It's like two very different ways of depicting stone. The fact that all three of these stones are different colors makes them not look the greatest in close proximity. It could just be a little stone in front of the house. Perhaps. A rock that was, like, too big to move around. Ooh, you can put it around the tree. Hold up. Yeah. That works well as a background object. Makes it feel a little bit more natural. Even if it's, you know. Let's see. What did these have different colors? It's just the same colors as the benches. That's fair. Still not... I do want to have a log bench somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where to put it. Let's see. You can just have a little rock with some water down here. A little bucket next to it. Everything looks too orderly. How can I make it look less orderly? That works. I wish I could make things closer. The fact that everything has to be spaced so far apart also does not help my decorative sensibilities in my attempts to get things looking in a way that I would like aesthetically. We can have a couple scattered log stakes here and there. Will it make it harder to walk around the place? Yes. However, sometimes beauty is pain. You have to make sacrifices if you want things to look cute the way that you want it. I think our customer might already be wearing the best fit for this. Although the off-white flower sweater is very cute. I would wear both of those. That's a lot of options. The fashion is not what I'm looking for right now, though. I'm looking for decorations. Got vines, glowing moss, orange cosmos. That's cute, but it also just puts one singular flower on the ground, and I would like a little bundle of flowers if I'm gonna do that. Well, there we go. See, like that. That's what I'm talking about. We can have some yellow plants. Ooh, that's nice. A normal Animal Crossing rock. See, this rock is more... It's still a little bit less cartoony than like the cliff sides. But like this, it looks a lot more in line. It doesn't look like a realistic rock, like the Garden Rocks. There we go, yeah. We'll have some flowers over here. We got this red looking area. Just have some flowers scattered about. Have a bit of a gradient going on almost. Just having some scattered flowers here and there, I think, improves the decoration. You can go away. Also, well, we could just have a rock there and block anyone from going to the side garden with the hammock. No relaxing allowed. You must be able to parkour over this rock if you want to relax. Ooh, this could work over here, although it needs space because there's leaves. That's not enough space for you? Oh my goodness. So picky. Come on, Mr. Rock. Chill out. But that's still not a... Okay, what's... The worst part about this is there's enough room. There is enough room, but this rock is conforming to a larger grid than the other items. Why? I don't know. It seems kind of pointless. It just makes things harder than it needs to be. Can I rotate this? You can't rotate the rock? Why can't you rotate this rock? It has all sides. Oh, there's different types of rock. Well, sure. I can accept that, I suppose. We have a rock back here. We can have a rock, like, over here to go with this. Although... doesn't quite... Come on, why can't I move it one spot? Why does it have to move 2 spots over? Like, the grid doesn't have to be as large as the item itself. If I could... See, I can even move this with more granularity than that rock. Why is the rock like this? Why? They had to go out of their way to program it differently. Anyway. I was going to say I can put a fitting rock here now, in this little spot, but because of that large grid, it can't go there. I can get rid of this, if I get rid of this fence, I can put it here. That's fine, I guess. This strange large grid issue is giving me so much grief. Why, Animal Crossing? Why were you designed this way? The flowers, too. Is it just certain, like, natural items have to conform to a larger grid? Is this a space-saving mechanism? I don't see a good reason why we can't decorate stuff that way. Anyway. We got a little gradient going on here. We got a lot of red in this area. We got some orange. We got some yellow over here. We could even... does this... Why is the leaf pile not one you can choose the color of? There are multiple colors of the leaf pile, but for some reason they're all separate items? I'm confused. I am a little bit confused. Where did that clump of weeds go? There you go. Clump of weeds does add a little bit more nature to the to this area here. I do want to add another flower over there. We could do yellow roses. I do like roses. Can I? No. Does it conform to that grid? The grid is killing me! The grid is making me sad. Either way. Are these the only... I think those are the only orange flowers I have. I would like to do some more orange flowers, but I don't have any. Here's where I would put more orange flowers. If I had any! I love me some red roses, but I don't think they look as... They don't look how I would want them to. I think having these guys in the background sits really nicely because they're a little bit darker. And then having the bright ones kind of pop in the front is very nice. I'll get rid of that. We don't need those anymore. I do like having flowers here. However, kind of messes with the gradient. But also, it doesn't look quite right when they're just sitting here. I could move these a bit further and then... Oh, but they're right next... Nothing looks right because of this stupid grid. Why does everything have to align to the grid? Just let me have fun. Ah. Perhaps we can move this rock out of the way and over here. No, I feel like this would have to be a little bit closer to the edge. Make it feel less, less organized. More natural. How about you? What if I made this the red mushrooms? Like, I did make it yellow to kind of blend into the background a little bit more. But now that we have this gradient going on with the red, orange to yellow. Red to the orange to the yellow. Well, I mean, I suppose this is yellow, but it's more like background scruff. Whatever. No, I can't put that there because there is a garden rock that is not on the larger grid that natural plants are allowed to be on. No, I can't smush these further together. I wish I could, but not quite. Not quite. I think since this is a background object, we can stick with the yellow. It makes it, because that's a very dense cluster of mushrooms. It's a little bit like, it's a little bit much. Which is why I think having them in a background color works better. We could even maybe, all right, we pull them all the way out here. And no. This is as far back as they go. Okay. Well, never mind. I was thinking we could pull them back to where these were and then pull the flowers up a little bit. But you know, it's fine. We can live like this. Now what? What's in the other category? Nothing that really... Nothing that I want to use for this particular area. I feel like I'm having more... I'm putting a ton of thought into the outdoor area. We haven't even gone inside yet. I forgot you can move the house. I think this is a good placement of the house, though. It's like just a little bit off-center. It's got the area has a pleasing composition, landscaping-wise. Ooh, you know what? We could move some of that scruffy weeds back here, and then put the red leaf umbrella over here, kind of contributing to the gradient. Kind of almost going like in this direction now. Now, do I have another decoration that would go well behind that crate? See, we have a large amount of items to choose from. Question is, do we have something nice and tall? We do have tall garden rock. Putting that right in front of this other rock is a little bit weird, though. I don't know if that feels quite right. Color-wise, it does feel good as like a background object. And then I can even move this a little further back. I wish I had more space almost. Okay, we'll just get rid of that rock. Are there any other tall rocks? Is that the only tall rock? It's the only tall rock. A wooden waste bin would make sense. A wooden waste bin. A little trash can made of wood. It feels right for this area. Of course, it would be dark wood to fit with the rest of the... Hello, Lavin. I know I said I'm attempting interior decoration, but I appear to be exterior decorating. I have done no interior decoration so far. It's all been exterior. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I saw the fall theme and I was like, we're gonna live it up. You know, a little trash can right out there. Actually, I think it would make more sense to have the trash can in like the little hangout area up here. Or by the fire pit. We could put it like right here. That's not bad. That's not a bad spot. Although it does kind of... It is a little bit silly, because then you're like coming up here on this absolutely gorgeous pathway. And then you've got this wonderful archway framing your path up to the house. And you know what's right in the center of that archway? The trash. It makes the trash feel like the centerpiece instead of, you know, like nature or something. Make the resume broad. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we gotta be able to do exterior decoration as well. Perhaps I can put this trash can a little off to the side on the edge over here. And then, ooh, that is not what I want. Yeah, that frames the path a little bit more nicely. I forgot this guy was here. He can sit outside of the house. He just lives here. He's a little outdoor decoration. It would, ooh, I can put him on top of the crate. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I do wish I can make things a little bit less orderly, but there's only so much you can do when you live on a grid. I'd like to live off the grid, especially if you're going with this aesthetic. What are you doing on the grid? But in Animal Crossing, there is no off the grid. I almost went back to Sour's old message calling it Animal Cressing. Let's see. This does have a good messy look to it. I think we can get rid of that. Stay far from the grid. I wish. I wish. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with the grid. Yeah, let's see how this looks in the rain. With the nice, I do like the nice purple kind of fog that it adds. The colors aren't quite as nice. I adore the beautiful oranges of like the sunset daylight, but also it's just nice. Rain is a nice vibe. I'm sorry for getting you guys soaked out here, just so I can play around with the weather with our... I can't believe a vacation home designing firm has the power to change the time and the weather. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, we gotta figure out something else for this space. It feels too empty. Like, we have this beautiful little campfire set up over here. And then just nothing. Come on, we gotta have more exterior decorations. The fire pit would have worked so well if we didn't already have another fire pit. Ooh, the mountain bike? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Ooh, a yellow mountain bike. I'm digging the yellow. This would make sense to put, like, right outside. I feel like whoever's riding this bike would just, like, hop on it and just, like, plop, plop down. You know what? If they're an extreme biker, they can make it work. I mean, the problem, where would you bike around here? Like, every time you want to go biking down around the forest, you'd have to go down the wooden steps. I mean, I suppose you could just walk your bike down there, but at that point, we're already, like, living basically off the grid as much as we can. Why not put your bike down there? Like, one step further down than I can go. You know why you can't? Because I can't go down there. I can't build any further than these boundaries. Is it messy out here? Yeah, but that's kind of the vibe we were going for. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Not housewares. What can we... Ooh, hold up, hold up. We might want to keep that for indoors, but that is a cute little... It can serve as like a cute little table, almost. Like, we don't need one of these massive tables out here, especially when the only thing's up there is a hammock. I always have to be careful with my button presses because I keep pressing the wrong ones. Rest in peace, Spambot. That just got instantly demolished. Shout out Saribot for instantly demolishing all the spam that comes around. Although I do have to figure out, I recently found out it doesn't... I think what it's doing is it's just instantly banning them from the channel and not deleting the message first. And so when we have shared chat, I found this out recently on a stream I was doing where we had a shared chat. It doesn't, when it bans the person, it doesn't delete the message from other channels with the shared chat. And so the bot just stays in their chat and then they have to go deal with it manually, which is not optimal. Preferably, I would like that. I would like Sari to delete the message first. I probably have to just go and see if there's an option for it to do that. I'm sure there is. I really have no idea what else to put in this little side yard. We have a little mushroom. A little mushroom stool over here. Just for someone to sit next to whoever's lying on the hammock. Look, it's... I wish I could move the flowers, I wish I could move the flowers off the grid. The grid is killing me here, especially with the extra restricted grid of all the actual natural plants and stuff. The stuff, like, actually categorized as plants in-game and not as a decoration. A little peach. I don't know if we have any, actually, in the plants menu, there might be peach trees. Although, the trees take up a lot of space. Do we have a hardwood tree, cedar tree, decorated cedar tree? Hold on, if we place a hardwood tree... I'm surprised we had room anywhere for a hardwood tree. We cannot give it plants, it looks like. You can give it different stages of life. You can make it a big tree, you can make it a stump. A stump kind of makes sense for this little area down here. Although I can't place it anywhere except for this particular corner. You know, I was thinking I could only have like one tree with the amount of clutter I wanted to put down. I didn't expect that I'd be able to make like double clutter. Much less like 3 trees. And look at that beautiful orange leaves. I don't know why that took me so long to remember the word leaves. Princess Toadstool. I can't do a toad voice right now. My voice is not up for it. This is maybe a little bit chaotic. You do have to get on the bench in order to move back and forth between these areas. But you know, you can sit on the stump. It's maybe a little bit overly chaotic, but I like the overly chaotic. I think we can maybe move the bike over there, and that might be where I settle this. Okay, come on. Come on, bike. You know what I want you to do. Oh, can it only be... You can't actually have the bike be vertical. Yeah, you can. What is this nonsense? Why was it doing that before? There we go. Yeah. Right there. See, this makes sense. You still got the trash can near that... I thought it disappeared for a second. You still got the trash can next to the little area. You got the bike parked over here. Put it as close as I can. And then actually, you know what? I could just have the trash can right there. Like along the little path. I like that. I like that. Perhaps I could push this bench a little bit further and pull it just a little bit this way. I can't seem to pull it because I'm too large. I'm too large to fit in that little gap. There we go. I can actually fit the stone over here, maybe. No. It said, you can't put me there because there's nothing there. What are you getting so upset over, Mr. Stone? Why can't you... There's no reason that stone can't fit there. Absolutely no reason. It's the tree, isn't it? If I move this tree, it fits just fine. Come on. Come on. This rock is the same as the other rocks. Why? 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 This is one of the things I find weird about what Animal Crossing classifies as, like, decoration versus nature. Because this is the type of rock you can hit with a shovel and get money out of. So that obviously can't go under a tree. No, that would be ridiculous. There we go. Give a little bit more spice to that. Now we have a big blank area again. Oh. I made the decoration nicer and then I just made things a little bit harder on myself. That's fine. Give a little bit of a fence, perhaps. No. No, undo that. Undo that. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see, okay. Surely there is one... I can fit one little decoration here that will make things come together a little better. Some flowers. Not gonna fit one of those giant tables over here, that's for sure. No reason to put another bucket. A mushroom umbrella? Oh, it does complete the cluttered look a little bit better. But also... why? Why is it there? What is the story? I don't know. It completes the composition a little better, so I'm gonna keep it. There we go. I think this is a good... a nice and cluttered outdoor fall area. Now we can finally do some interior decoration. Nearly 2 hours in. I'm probably going to spend less time on interior decoration this stream than I spent on exterior decoration. Oh, not quite yet. Why are you disappointed? You thought this was an acceptable interior? Look, I'm not well practiced in interior design, but like, this is not a building interior. This isn't even a men live like this situation. Men don't live like this. This is too blank. Like, would they leave the walls and the floor blank like this? Yeah, totally. But like, they'd at least take the TV out of the packaging and like one chair. All right, this This is a bit of a fire hazard. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, I was like, that just disappeared in my inventory. I was like, do I keep that? I can just steal all the furniture I want from work? No. Unfortunately not. That's okay though. We can live with not being able to steal stuff from this particular work environment. Ooh, look at that yellow mushroom. I may have a bias towards yellow. Just a little bit. I do like these leaf stools are adorable. But I don't feel like they go with the realistic mushroom table. Let's see. Okay, we gotta figure out the wallpaper. What is the mush wall? Well, that certainly is a wallpaper. You gotta give him that. That is a paper that goes on the wall. Forest wall? That's fun. The autumn wall. That feels a little bit strong. I think I'll go with the forest wall. I guess this, bro, that is wild. This could be a really good floor for like a particular kind of room. I'm debating. I think we might go for a little bit more of a subdued look for the interior, whereas we had a lot of very saturated stuff outside. Okay, that's a... Man, you can't get these chairs very close to the table, can you? Like, I'd like to have these chairs, like, nice and around the table. This is where I'd want to put the chair. It's like it's a circular table. But you can't... It doesn't quite work that way, now does it? Well, we can put that on the table. Oh, hold on. Let me get these chairs out of the way. We can put it just in the corner enough that we can... Okay, maybe not. Foiled again. How far out does this table need to be able to put... This table basically needs to be a centerpiece just to fit chairs around it. That's a little bit... This chair is... This basically makes it... The grid strikes again. Like this... Just trying to put chairs around the entire table forces it to be more of a centerpiece than a little area where you can eat. Let's see. I think what we'll do is put it against the wall so that it's still taking a considerable amount of the room, but it's not like quite so room consuming. We could have a little red mushroom chairs like it's Minecraft. Then again, Minecraft has both the red mushrooms and the brown mushrooms. That's not what I want to do. Anyway. There we go. Doesn't it feel just like Minecraft for real? Now let's see. What other interior decoration we got? We have the mushroom table. We have a mushroom lamp. That is not the color of this forest. Yeah, little yellow mushroom lamp. Let's get a bed. We do need a bed. That's not what I meant to do. Get rid of that. Some decorative shell. Ooh, okay. I didn't realize those were... I thought those were hung up on the wall. Okay, that's nice. I like that. We can have this little nook be like a living room area. I don't know where we put a bedroom type area. Do you want to have... This is obviously the place to eat. This is where you have the guests over. Like, one of the things that they specifically requested was this giant mushroom table. So I think they're going to have guests over. I don't think they're going to be eating all alone at that giant table. They sure are going to have a lot of mushrooms around, though. They've even got, like, several mushroom food pieces as decoration options. Some veggies over there. They got mushroom pizza, mushroom soup. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is basically a mushroom themed house. It's less fall and more mushroom. Ooh, look at these. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Hold up. We're gonna... How do I... That's fun. That's a fun little item. We can hang this up against one of the trees in the background. Makes it feel a little more grounded. It's also still centered above the little shelf here. I like that. That is good. Now, what are we going to do for a couch? We gotta have some sort of furniture here. A simple sofa. We could do a log bench. That is... It's on theme, however, not particularly comfy. Let's see. Can we get away with a simple sofa? Like this place, it may feel like an exterior, but it's still gotta feel like an interior. You know? I think the simple bed makes the most sense. You do gotta have a bed. You gotta be able to sleep, you know? This makes the most sense for the aesthetic we're going for here. Dark wood. And I think the orange pattern makes the most sense. What patterns do we have? Ooh, that's cute. That kind of works. Ooh! Hold up. That's very nice. That's very nice, and it fits the colors. It's got the floral aesthetic. That fits. Now, as for where... I guess the only real place you can fit a bedroom here is is this little corner. What am I gonna do for a wall? Because this is just one room. Alright, we're gonna have to have a small dresser, obviously. There's not really much you can do in that. There. We could do with some rugs. That's for certain. Ooh, these are cute. Hold up, the tree stump rug? For the little kitchen area? Okay, maybe not the tree stump rug as the kitchen area. Maybe that works for the bedroom. And then I'm gonna press the wrong button again, as I always do. How about the leaf rug? And that kind of sets our kitchen area. It's a little bit brighter than I would want. But that might just... We may just have to accept that. We'll make these ordinary mushrooms so that they stick out against the backdrop of this very bright leaf. And then we can even turn the I don't know if that's actually any better in terms of how much leaf is on screen. We can leave it like that for now. Oh, you know what? Hold up. What if I press the wrong button again? What if we what if we do the acorn? The acorn's a lot more subdued color-wise. I did not mean to rotate the entire table. There we go. Yeah. It's gonna have to stick to this rotation. Yeah, I think that still sets the boundary nicely, but without, like, blasting your eyes out with that blinding orange. What can we do for walls? We have wall-mounted objects. We do have more wreaths. Although I think this little mushroom wreath here is definitely the go-to. Not the ads. Ads are on their way. Very unfortunately. Got the divider. We used the divider kind of separate out the room before. Could we get away with using a bookshelf as a wall? Because we don't have any walls. I know there's a wall object that you can eventually get. It does kind of close off the space, make the bedroom a little bit more private, which is good. However, it's also, I think, too small to get into. Okay, well, you can get, it's a little bit cramped, but you can still get into bed. That is that's a heck of a that's a heck of a bedroom. A little bit closed off, but it still works. It's still and now it has some level of privacy, because like when you're sitting at the kitchen table, well, you can still see the bed. Part of the issue is that this entryway is so large, and I don't want to block it off. Like, I can pull this here, but then it feels a little awkward when you're coming in. Well, let's keep working on it. Obviously, that's going to have to be a darker brown to kind of match with the rest of the furniture. Could actually put this out here. And then... Ooh, hold up. Is this dumb and silly? Maybe, but I might be able to make it work. So we'll give it a shot. Have a little vanity next to the bed. That makes sense. That feels good. And then, what else do we have that's tall? What else is tall that could kind of set us up for success here? We should probably have a trash can. They're a very big fan of the trash can, evidently. The wardrobe. Very big fan of the wardrobe as well. I'm glad. Gotta get those wooden items. Seem to be a hit with our client here. Alright, you know what? We'll move the shelves. We can have this next to the bed. Then this can be over here. But then... There's... I don't have very many items that are like one wall thick, which is causing issues. What if... Move this around, turn you around, and then we have it here. It works better? Hold on. I gotta be able to actually walk around this place. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know why I keep pressing the minus button to pull out the camera. I think it's because that's how you go to the handheld camera. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Gotta get a little first-person look here. I wish I could zoom out a little bit more, but this is the FOV you're stuck with in first person. Okay, it works. I don't know that I'm satisfied with this. We got the trash can in the corner there. Trash can in the corner works. Thinking. Obviously, we gotta move stuff around. I think first off, wardrobe can go next to the bed here. That gives a little more privacy from like the view of the couch. And that way you're not... You don't want your feet to be like just directly facing someone who you can make eye contact with. That's just... That seems like an uncomfortable sleeping situation, to be honest. Then this guy over here, I think that feels like the best position for the mirror. And then... I don't know what to do with these shelves. I think we might get rid of the shelves. Axe the shelves. I want something to go here, but I don't know what. I don't know what we can put there. So I've got a lack of options that are like skinny and tall. How about the mirror? Because it doesn't make any sense to go here, and also it's not as skinny as the bookshelf because it's leaning. Dang it. Well, it was worth a shot. How many times am I going to press plus to open my inventory? When we've firmly established that that is not the way you open the inventory. Perhaps. You can kind of see what the vision would be. I would have to get rid of this guy. Then you can put that here. But it's not quite enough separation. I do like it. I think we can, perhaps we can live with just that, with a little bit of awkwardness there. I wish we could shuffle stuff around a little bit more than what the grid allows. This might be our best option here. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get something better before we just settle. We ain't out here to settle for less. Let's try a plant. Works better in terms of the privacy angle. You know what we could do? Move you back here, and then plant. You do have to squeeze yourself in a little bit, and you can't access the wardrobe. No, I don't need to change up my look right now. However, the bedroom is like move around. You can move around in there. Not the most convenient, like, not the most convenient to walk around it, but it does work. This is the problem with things on the grid. You also now gotta, like, shuffle about, because the Animal Crossing characters need ample room to be able to move anywhere. Let's go back to decorating mode. So that's a good potential option there. Ooh, we can have this guy up here. Yeah. That's cute. Just keep him like that. And then I guess we can put another food piece over here. Miscellaneous. Put some drinks. We can put some different type of foods. A pumpkin soup. Bread. Like a pumpkin soup makes sense. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I wish I could make them a little bit more, like, just move that guy a little bit inward to make it less, like, ooh, look at this equilateral triangle. But, we'll live with this. We'll live with this. What else can we do for fall? Forgot about ceiling decor. The hanging shelves do make sense around here. We could have the hanging shelves up around the mushroom table. We could also, this little corner can definitely be a kitchen area. Having that guy over there. That'd also mean we need to move the trash can. Trash can over here does make sense. Although then we're running into the issue of having to squeeze through here again. Let's see. First off, we need some sort of kitchen table. We don't have a proper kitchen thing. We don't have a proper, like, kitchen stove or anything to put over here. So that does limit our options. They're also not going to be able to go to the bathroom. But you know what? Who needs a toilet when you're living in nature? Just be part of nature. It's just how it is. That's just how it is living over here. Table. I think we just used a simple table to use for the kitchen area. And, yeah, no cloth. However, I did not remember to change the color of this guy. Yeah. Make everything blend in a little bit more. I like the matching colors. And then over here, we can have food being prepared. We have a basket of groceries. The veggie basket would make sense over there, but we already used we already used the veggie basket in this room. So having a duplicate is not really the move, I think. We could have more books on that shelf in place of the veggie basket, but I don't know. We could also throw a cassette player. That's not where I meant to throw the cassette player, but I suppose that's fine. Where's that basket of groceries? Here you are, shopping bag. It's just it's very easy to put a basket of groceries down and immediately give the impression of, oh, this is where they're making food. Well, I suppose that's just going to be their, that's where their entertainment is when they're eating. It may not be, the optimal placement for a cassette player. In fact, it definitely is not the optimal placement for a cassette player, but it's there, it's functional. Um, this does make a lot of sense to have in front of the couch, but also then it makes it impossible to get to the bedroom. You know, we can have the trash can over here, off in the corner. Makes sense to also have a trash can by where you're like cooking. And then also, you know, dark wood. I haven't even oh, it's already dark wood. Ooh, hold up. You can put a little mat here. I like the bears. We'll stick with the dark wood. That's cute. Perfect. 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 I didn't even consider different, like, colors of the couch. The green's quite nice. The yeah. Ooh, hold up. What if we match the bed? I think that's a little bit much. That's maybe a little bit much. Let's try a solid yellow instead. It's a nice accent color, but I think it's not feeling quite right. Because it feels a little bit off balance when with the bed and the mushroom table. Makes the room feel very heavy in this corner. Like the kitchen feels kind of underappreciated. Let's try some of the other. We do have the custom designs. We got that's maybe a little strong. We got lots of fun orange. Orange! This is maybe a bit extra, but it is funny. What if they're just a big fan of oranges? Oh, we got the creamsicle. That's good. That's good creamsicle art. Wanted red. We do have the creamsicle flag. That's way too strong to use as the pattern for this couch, but it is funny. You know what? The vines actually don't make a bad pattern. I think maybe the fact that they're transparent, because, you know, they're supposed to be vines, does make it work less in this particular situation, but, you know, not bad, not bad. That kind of works color-wise, because it does match the, what is this piece of furniture called? Shelves. It does match the shelves. However, I'm not sure it's quite what we're looking for. As well as this, it's a little bit too much of a geometric pattern. You know, I'm not sure if any of these are going to quite work. I think we'll just have to go with a option that's less optimal. Like, does the yellow make it a little bit busy? Yeah. I think the brown is the best one there. It may not be my favorite brown when sitting next to these other darker browns. It's like a very desaturated lighter brown, which makes it stick out as like almost an olive green. But I think it's good enough. Let's see. Let's see. Let's give it the walk around test. How does it feel to live in this space? Got the kitchen over here. We got our little yellow mushroom table. You can't walk over here normally because apparently this giant gap between the seat and the table is too small to fit through. We've got the little bedroom over here. It's got a nice little secluded area. That's good. That's good. I like the wreath over the shelves. That is nice. I wish the couch had a closer brown. to the I wish it had a closer brown to the actual brown that you can get from these other furniture pieces that are surrounding it. Oh. Oh. Oh couch. Oh couch. Oh couch. Will I just have to choose another couch? But the couch shape is like good for this. Well, pink. No. No, I'm vetoing the pink. It does not work here. I think we're gonna have to stick with the yellow. It may feel a little bit... It feels like a little bit much, but it the brown, olive green looking brown is just... It bothers me too much. Like, this makes for a much nicer looking living room. It just feels a little busy when you have the other yellow stuff. We could get rid of the yellow table. We could paint that over. And see if that makes things feel a little better. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Keep on playing. I'm not done here. Let's see. We've turned this back into an ordinary mushroom. It makes the room feel a lot less, like, clashing. Especially because these two yellows are very similar, whereas the variant of the table that is, like... The yellow variant of the table is a much brighter, more saturated yellow. I think what we could do, actually... We can make all the stools little red mushrooms. And that kind of works with the carpet as well. And then the table is the brown mushroom. Or we could do vice versa. Let me... I think I might actually like it the other way around. Let's try that. Y'all are gonna be ordinary mushrooms. And then the table can be a red mushroom. And then the cassette player blends right in as well. Let's see. I like that better. I like that better than the yellow table in this instance. Let me go back and rearrange some of these items though. I might actually want the pizza kind of hanging off the edge there. I wish I could put it a little bit closer in. However, we want to have the cassette player kind of in the center here. It's just what we got to do. We can make this guy yellow as well. Give a little yellow accent over here. That complements the couch. I don't know if... We already got yellow from the mushroom pizza. We can keep the cassette player red, I think. Yeah. Is that a little bit weird? Maybe. But I think that looks a little bit better. I do wish the mushroom pizza didn't have to be falling off the table, though. Like, just push that in a little bit. Like, come on, guys. You don't have to put all your table food on a grid. That's silly. Well, I think that's going to be the finished product here. I don't... So, not quite done. No, not just yet. Just be here chilling, waiting. You are just going to be there chilling, waiting. Just keep on chilling and waiting. Can I change your outfit? Yes. Look at that great floral sweater. That's good. That is a good floral sweater. This is also nice. Let's... Oh, there's no... You are unable to wear pants. Okay, note taken. You like the hat. The hat is so small. They make the hat so small to accommodate the ears. That's kind of adorable. But it does... It's cute, but it also ruins, like, the silhouette that would provide. Like, there's a reason that when people draw, like, furries wearing hats or whatever, 99% of the time, the ears have little holes and they stick out of the hat, rather than just having a hat so small that it doesn't interfere with the ears. Like, it looks like it's going to fall off their head. Like, what's the point of having that round shape if it's not conforming to the head to stay on? This is just going to slide right off. Okay, it is called a paperboy cap, or like a newsboy cap. This is the type of hat that I have that's got like that plaid pattern, but in gray. I do love this hairpin. I feel like I'm gonna end up giving it to everyone if I'm not careful. It's... Girl, I want to give you a hat, but they're too small. This one's at least, like, purposefully comically small, but when it's, like, that comically small, I'd want it to be a little bit offset instead of centered. Like the flower. I think, as much as I love... I would really want to make a fit with this little dandy hat, like I did for my own character. I may... The dress is cute. The yellow dress, that's fun. That does fit the vibe. This also fits the vibe. Going for those fall aesthetics. The flannel shirts do work. The poncho style sweater, that works. But I think we might stick with the original. Although the off-white looks really nice. That's cute, but it's not really in the color scheme. The hat just looks so funny when it's so small like that. It's not quite right, but it does make for a more complete feeling outfit. What if you had some glasses? Oh, those glasses are really angled. Okay. Well, you know, with some of these glasses, the angle does complement them a bit, but with others, they just look a little awkward. The rectangle glasses are not looking that great with the slant. Most of the glasses look fine with the slant. Like these shades look pretty good with the slant. The aviators look a little bit awkward with the slant, especially when they're already shaped kind of the aviators just have a funky shape in the by design. The circle glasses work better than I thought they would, which is nice. Oh, the wooden frames would be perfect for a fall vibe, but they're just not sitting right on the face when they're like this angled. It's too angled. I do like this the brim straw hat. That might be a little bright. That's a kind of a cute fit, but I don't feel like that's the I don't feel like that's what I'm going for. We might just go with the off-white. We could do a little flower, but that's a beach flower. That's not a fall flower. I wish we had a fall flower. Can you pattern the... I did not realize we had some hat patterns. Orange cap. These are hilarious. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a spectacular hat right there. That's great. Oh. Simply splendid. Is that hat a little extra? Maybe. Maybe. It's really funny, though. Osmos pattern. That's a little bright. That's a little bright. Yeah, we might have to go hatless. And then the others, we can't do custom designs. We do have custom designs, although I don't think they're exactly what we're looking for. Oh, and then we can use all the typical custom designs from this. I did not realize we had so many custom designs. So many oranges. Look at that. That's a good shirt. That's an awesome orange shirt. I would wear that. However, we're going with the fall vibe. I think that's just the that's kind of the fit. That's kind of the fit. Can you sit on the couch? Yes, you can. And then I can take a picture. There we go. This is as far back as I can get. I can't quite get the kitchen in frame. However, okay, that expression doesn't quite work. Okay, well, she's reading a book now, so. Soft, dramatic, film, monochrome, antique, painting. Painting is fun, but it just looks like there's fuzzy pixels. I don't think it ends up making it actually look like a painting. Perhaps... putting on a tripod does let you angle it a little bit more. I'm going to disappear. Why not? I think this is a good angle that gets across the deal with the room. Yeah. Why not? Make that the photo. Hi there. Can we speak? I don't think we can speak when the place is this crowded. I think I have to pull you out of your little couch spot there. Can I? That's my worry with the table, because now that you have to scooch in to get onto the couch, I don't think the villagers can do that. And I can't talk to them from here. I can't just say, hey, the place is done. Look at me. Look at me. Stop reading your book. Perhaps, is there another smaller table that I can put here? Low table. There's a mini table. A little bit high up. I would want a low table. Like a coffee table. Wait. And what if I use the leaf stool as the table? I'm like operating very carefully because I tend to mess up the... We'll stick with the brown. Yeah. Now we got a little table there. Okay, you still have to scooch on every side, but it takes up less space. Well, now the now the picture's inaccurate. Well, let's see. What if I do the same picture that I did before? Hello. Move the camera up. Don't worry, you don't have to... You don't have to put your book away. Just look natural. That's what we're going for. Looking like a fairy tale. Yeah, the composition of this shot doesn't feel right when you have this little baby leaf table. And you still have to scoot in to... You still have to scoot in order to actually, you know, get on the couch. We'll put the other table back. I think it can work either way. I think either way is fine. But I think this way is, it feels a little more complete. We've got a very cluttered look here, so when we're sticking with a cluttered look, yeah. It's ready. Sold out, instantly jam-packed stadium Rockstar. That's crazy. I'd love to sell out stadiums making Animal Crossing ones. I mean, I'd rather sell out stadiums doing music, but, you know. Whatever sells out stadiums, I guess. Alright, you know, this one turned out pretty cute. I am a little sad that, like, part of the entrance is blocked off, but that's what you end up with sometimes. What? Good fall vibes. I love me some good fall vibes. Any plans after this? I'll be taking off soon. Let's go. We're back, huh? Ooh. Bro's making that nice and look at that sparkle. That is a good sparkle. It's all shiny now. Wordle can make anything shiny by polishing it. Anything. I swear it's like magic. Clearly, I do not have that magic touch. That is for certain. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. There we go. I'm back. Wordle keeps things nice and clean around here, but he always tries to do it when none of us are around. He's got his secrets. He's got to keep his trade secrets on how he makes everything shiny. That's a pretty valuable service. I just put cleaning at the bottom of my to-do list when I get busy, so I'm thankful for your help. This is why we appreciate Wardell. He's a valued member of the team. Now then, for another job well done. Did it go well? It did go well. Let's go. We got some money. I gotta say, what the heck? We'll stop for now. It's easy to rest up. Look at me back in my little fall outfit. I'll fit perfectly on the fall island now. I gotta say, what were they thinking with this couch? Like, I can't angle the camera up and down, but like, look at that. What is that? The pink legs with like this greenish brown, this desaturated greenish brown. This color combo is not serving. This color combo is just not, it is not giving any sort of vibe that I am a fan of. You know, that's just how it is sometimes, I suppose. I wonder what people are... Oh, I'm not in business mode, so I can't tell what people are thinking about. What happens if you just talk to them when not on the business? Folks who got vacation houses can come here every day? Wow, that's wild. Lunch here, dinner there. We need a breakfast house, too, and a snack time house. Laying on the floor burping. What? Hello, Froggy or Zulu. Welcome to stream. Good to see you. We've just been doing some Animal Crossing decorating. I'm about to hop back to the fall house that I was just decorating. I feel like it matches my current non-work outfit. How am I? I'm chilling. I am I am just relaxing with some nice easy well, I say easy. I probably think harder about it than I need to. Some nice and relaxing interior and exterior decoration. This is the fall house that we just put together. It took a long time for me to make it a nice amount of fall clutter. I'm like, fall clutter is just the right vibe for, like, they were asking for a fall themed house, so like that's what it had to be. Although I have now realized that it's maybe a bit difficult to get. How did they get over there? I don't think you can get over there. Hello, Venny. Congratulations on being first. 2 hours and 40 minutes into stream. Thank you for keeping up the tradition of being first on the internet. Hello. Oh my goodness. How many people are here? Hello, Neffy Nev. We played this game too. I've been lurking. Well, I thank you. Thank you. I'm flattered to have you all here. I'm just chilling right now. Thank you, Froggier. I put way too much brain power into trying to make this cluttered. It was killing me that, like, some of these items, like the rocks, the cartoony rocks, not the realistic rocks. The realistic rocks are classified as decoration, so you can put those wherever on the grid. But these little gray rocks, they're considered like actual nature. So you can only put them on a larger grid. You can't be as precise with where you put them, as well as the flowers. So it was working on a grid kind of makes it difficult to clutter things. But you know, we try our best. I only started a while ago, so I still need to be in more debt. Yeah, I feel like the debt takes up a good chunk of this game. Although my the actual island that I am on, that I'm doing for streams, is not one that I have done a ton of work myself on. It is mostly done by my wife, who was just having fun playing a second Animal Crossing island, and that set it up so that I could do some funny little chill interior decorating streams. We've got our nice little fall house. I tried, it's a little bit hard to do without like proper walls, but I do try to like give a proper living space in these houses. So like you got a little living room area, you've got a kitchen. They wanted a very big table, so that it kind of takes, the dining room kind of takes up a significant chunk of the area. But you know, it's still nice. You got a little kitchen area to cook. You got a little separated bedroom area, so you have at least a little bit of privacy. I think I did all right on this one. I worked very hard on it. And now, let's go make another house. Hello, Nico. I want to go back. We've got another house to make. I had to go back to the fall house in my fall outfit that I spent like 20 minutes deciding on at the beginning of stream. Was it necessary? Yes, it was absolutely necessary. All right, here we go. Back to work. Let's see who's this. I'm never gonna get over this couch. Who thought it was a brilliant idea to put those pink legs on this weird green-brown desaturated couch? It's just not right. It's not right. They don't go together. I can't imagine a single place where I would put that couch. All right, who wants riches? On the one hand, having a rich house is funny, but also, do I want to be serving the rich? I don't know. Wooden furniture? Mysterious Magic Arcade. We could go the gamer route. The gamer route would be funny. Dolls. My first thought at being surrounded by dolls is the spooky ghost dolls. Like the I can't remember. There's like a bunch of haunted doll stories. There's like it's not a series, a collection, a genre of them. Hello there. I'm between wood and arcade. We've been doing a lot of wooden furniture, so maybe we're gonna go into the gamer zone. Vacation houses. They are cool. Let's chat. Let's chat. All right. How are we gonna make a gamer? Who's that? That duck in the background is jamming. Is there like a party that goes on in the island at night? Am I missing out on this because I work here? Because I'm actually designing the houses and I don't stay on the island? All right. What's your thought? Those are arcade pieces. I'm gonna have to rely really heavily on whatever it just lets me have, because the you know, I forgot that you can make houses on the island. Gaming in the mountains. I mean, if you just have an arcade, then you don't really need like a pretty outdoor. You could just be in the liminal space. You could just be out here in the middle of a flat Garry's Mod map. We do got this little cove. This cove is pretty. I'm still bothered by the house being built on top of the sand. Rocks. The rocks would make sense if we did another spa, like the spa area that we did in this one. I think that worked out pretty well. Well, why not have the gamer house be in the middle of nowhere? Alright, let's go off to the site. I'm gonna try to be quicker on this one, because I didn't actually expect to go much longer than 3 hours today. Although, I was going to do a listening party with some friends of the new Madeon album that just came out. All the singles I've heard have been pretty sick, so I'm looking forward to listening to it. But it ended up getting pushed because people didn't show up on time. So I suppose I can go longer enough to do one more house, but I'm going to try to be a lot quicker on this one. I'm not going to spend a full 2 hours decorating a single house. I'm going to try not to. Wow, this is a... There really is just nothing here. Okay, how can we decorate... It is a nice big area. You got to give him that. How could... Oh... I saw a gamer chair in there. Hold up. All right. Which one of these... Whoa! You know what? Maybe they're... If they're a gamer, maybe they're also a weeb. This house could be it. This could be the house we're looking for. Got that... A nice red roof. That's a nice, strong red. Those walls. The black... I think the black and white. Because everything seems to be black and red here. This is... It's not right. Let's see. I don't know that any of these particularly look like an arcade. None of them look like a commercial building, is the thing. And now that's a rich person looking house. I think we're gonna make them... I think we're gonna make them a weeb. Could be a summer arcade hut. You know what? You know what? It is a vacation home. I see the vision. Let's see, what can we make work here? Ooh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of nice. I do like that. That with like a nice brown roof. This is a Neapolitan colored house. I mean, you're at the arcade. You're gonna be having some ice cream. So I think it works. I think it works. This is it really does look like ice cream now. Oh, I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give up the ice cream. The ice cream, it looks really cute, but it's not the vibe. It is not the vibe that they want, and we have to go with the vibe that the customer wants. Unfortunately. Okay, let's get all of these doors like really stick out. None of these doors are like the right color to match the wall. Like, when you see this image, of the red door, it looks like it would match the house, right? And then when you put it on the house, it's like a completely different red. You're losing me here, Animal Crossing. You're making me struggle more than I feel like is necessary. We'll just have a black door. Yeah, I don't think none of the other exteriors really feel like the gamer, like, black and red aesthetic that they clearly want, given all of the items they have, provided. Like, look at these arcade items. That is not a... that is what you would expect of a, I forget, the words aren't coming to my brain, you know. Now what, you know, let's figure out what time of day. It's gotta be like pitch black midnight. Like what kind of gamer is out here playing games in the middle of the day? Nah, if you're a gamer, you're up at like 3 in the morning playing those games. Yeah. That is the arcade hour. We just got this arcade in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely no outdoor decorations. Who needs outdoor decorations? We got a Bluetooth speaker up here. What would even go outdoors? Like, this is all indoor stuff. I doubt it, but I'm hoping against hope that the indoor will be larger than the other houses. I don't think it's gonna be, but I'm hoping against hope. We got a gamer chair. You know we're gonna use that gamer chair. I don't think I'm even gonna make this. This one's not gonna be a like proper house with like a kitchen and a bedroom and a dining area and a living room. No, this is just gonna be a full-on arcade because I'm gonna need as much room as I can to fit all of that arcade gamer stuff in there. Okay, can I change your shirt? I don't think you're looking gamer enough. I mean, that's kind of gamer. That's a little bit gamer. This is more gamer. This is gamer. That is a gamer shirt right there. These are gamer shirts. Looking like the floor of a bowling alley. Love it. Love it. Slay. Kill it. Any more? No more gamer shirts. The flashy cardigans are fun. Although this is giving... This flashy cardigan, it looks really nice. It's not giving gamer. It's giving elementary school art teacher. Which I love. It is... I would wear this. Maybe not often. It's a little bit flashier than my usual style, but I would wear this. However, it's not gamer. I feel like a gamer is a little bit more lazy when it comes to fashion choices. They're not, like, putting together a full, proper outfit. They are slapping on a t-shirt and calling it a day. They'll wear some glasses if they have glasses. These are librarian glasses. That isn't... These are gamer glasses. Look, that's the kind of glasses that a gamer would wear. A visor? That would be sick if I had one. But they didn't give me a visor. I am visorless, unfortunately. Okay, do we have a gamer fence? What would count as a gamer fence? The rope fence is there by default. Frozen fence. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. The variations. Get that gamer orange. Make this look like a make this look like lava in Bowser's Castle. That's a gamer fence. Gamer RGB fence, if I've ever seen one. I really don't know what to put outside. Come on, there's gotta be like a radio or something that I can slap on the floor out here to like play some music. Come on, we literally had a cassette player in the last one. There you are. Let's see. That's our outdoor decoration. How about this one? What are the different colors? The red works. How about this guy? What are the different options? There's a black one. I think we'll stick with the cassette player. And we'll make a quick little path. Just a dirt path. I just realized that this is off center. What? You can't make it centered, can you? No, the house is always off center. What the heck? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let me grab this little guy. Move it out of the way. All right, if it's gonna have to be off center, if there's no choice but to make it off center, we're gonna need to make it a little bit more off center. Like, it's got to be visibly off center. This might be the worst exterior I've done this entire time. This might be worse than the house where I didn't do any exterior. This is rough. This is rough, guys. All right, well... This is terrible, dude. I'm so sorry, my man. This is not my best work. Okay, let's try to actually make an arcade in here. Hi there, Mr. Gamer. You know what? No, I need to do my best. I need to do my best here and make this an actual arcade. Our starting room is really a men live like this situation. What are your priorities? You could have like a TV on the floor, a little chair maybe. This man's priorities? Claw machine. It bothers me a little bit that the claw machine does make like very, very faint music. There we go. This is also gonna be against the wall. Okay, what am I doing pushing these around? We're getting into decorating mode. We'll have a little... okay, this can be painted. The fighting cabinet cannot. It does not have a bunch of different... whatever that you can... Okay, we gotta... Now that's an arcade wall. This... Okay, I see the vibe. like diners, there are a good amount of diners that will have like arcades. The circus tent, I don't know about that. The purple wool, I don't know about that. I think the club is the arcade vibe that we're going for. Ooh, that like monochromatic carpet. The party floor also makes sense, but I think this is like a classy arcade. You gotta have it nice and dark in there. The gamers don't like it when there's too much light. They shrivel away. Hold up, that's awesome. Dude, look at those evil teddy bears in the freaking in the claw game with the fire on it, looking like a Guy Fieri t-shirt. What is that? That's amazing, dude. I can't go back to the red one. No, this is just too perfect. Look at that. Look at these guys. Is that a skull? They got a Jolly Roger background. A Jolly Roger flag is the backdrop to this teddy bear claw machine. Incredible. Alright, rugs. The whole area is a rug. Not the ad break. Rest in peace. Alright, let's have a little comic speech bubble welcome mat. That seems like the kind of thing an arcade would use. They would do that. Okay. Let's see. We gotta have a gamer set up. Reception counter? Definitely. Alright. The PC gamer area over here. Gotta have the gamer chair. It's not complete without the gamer chair. We gotta stick with the black and I love some of these other options. The pink, that's adorable. I have seen some real gamer setups that look exactly like this. Well, we gotta stick with the black and red. That's how everything else is. The desktop third-person game, first-person game, online role-playing game, sim game, rhythm game, stock trading. Bro, imagine going to the arcade and using their massive gamer PC for stock trading. You got your 4 monitors to trade stocks on your gamer PC. That's what you bought your 5090 for? So that you can run an AI algorithm that trades stocks? Boring. Live your life, man. Let's go with the third-person game. I think that feels right. That feels right. Let's see, what else do we got? Do we have any other arcade we gotta have a vending machine, dude. Ooh. Yes, there's more arcade cabinets. Yeah, those arcade cabinets all gotta be in a row. Like in a classic setup, what you would have is and this is I would like to do a classic arcade setup, like where you have all of these lined up next to each other, and then when you got stuff like the multiplayer fighting game, what you would do, you would have a second one that's facing the other way, and then these are connected for like multiplayer. The other two, hold on, what are these arcade cabinets of? We can have a separate fighting game area, although that might be a little bit hard to pull off. Because, you know what, we can do it against the wall, maybe? We do this. And then we give them a couple little chairs. That's not what I meant to do. Wait, I wanted to do a chair. There you go. That's a classic arcade fighting setup. For like a particular type of fighting game, that is. Alright, we could have a little like reception area over here. It makes sense. could also... Well, not with a vending machine there. Bro, imagine... Well, you know what? This place is going to be loud already. I was going to say, imagine having a vending machine blasting that, like, AC noise straight into your right eardrum as you're trying to play on your gamer PC. But, you know... Those are... You're definitely going to have some noise-canceling headphones when you're in an arcade with all of these arcade machines blasting at full volume. Look at these. Is that solitaire on an arcade machine? And that's definitely like a... It seems to be like a space shooter of some sort. Similar to what's playing on the computer. Space Blaster. That is what it does say, Space Blaster. So my... I think my thoughts were correct on that. Let's see... There's a bunch of space in the middle. Like, this... There's so much more arcade stuff I could put here. We might get rid of the reception desk. I think the reception desk is unnecessary. We do got a snack machine, but I think the vending machine kind of helps out our quota here. The mini circuit is hilarious. Stylish wall spotlight. I feel like this would make sense to have on either side of the entrance. They gotta be black. Gamers love getting stuff in black. That is fun. I do like the spotlights that those provide. I didn't realize that any of the the lights actually really provided light. Oh yeah, it's gotta be dark in here. Hold up. That's good. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose the reception desk, and then we will use that for more gamer items. We can have a couple TV. Oh, it's a wall-mounted TV. Okay, never mind. Go back. Man, it's gonna be noisy in here. Just like a real arcade. Have a couple of TVs for like a couple different types of console games. Let's switch in there. First off, we're gonna have a little console gaming area in this corner, and we're gonna need something to put it on. Also, gotta have a cool sofa. We'll use the cool low table. The cool low table would make sense to have snacks on, actually, with the... Alright, Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna need you to get out of the way here. See, if this was like an actual arcade environment, what I would want is to have like a nice little table to put food on and snacks on in front of the actual area where the TV is, but we only have so much room here, and we're already running into the issue of blocking off the entrance. Alright, hold on. There we go. Well, that's enough to put this TV there, but then we don't have room for the CRT for like old consoles. Man, those arcade units are loud. Maybe we'll have to lose the console area because this is such a small room. Especially with how how big the couch is. What we might want to do is have a little snack area. Get some... Just literally just one bag of chips there. That's all you can fit. Do we need a Bluetooth speaker? Absolutely not. Not at all. Capsule toy machine. Now that's one of those things that could go outside. Oh, the candy machine. Yeah, I suppose we can do a little bit of outdoor decoration, I guess. The foosball table could go in the middle. Pinball machine, that's one of those things that goes along the wall. You can put the pinball machine over here. That's... Man. Whoever's trying to do PC gaming at an arcade is picking the wrong place when it comes to sound. You can... There are different types of... Hey, hold up. Sour cream and onion? Ooh, okay, they got spicy snacks, cheesy snacks, chocolates, crackers, chocolate chips. Okay, obviously we have to go with the sour cream. That's like, there's just no choice there. It's the obvious answer. Like, whose channel do you think you're on? And then we gotta have that gamer spicy looking packaging. These are the spiciest sour cream and onion chips you've ever had in your life. Little foosball table over here. Something's got to fill up this area. In an arcade, everything has to be like to the wall, absolutely covered in stuff. The steel trash can is absolutely correct. That is the kind of trash can you'd find at an arcade. Let's see. Is there another thing that could go in the middle, like the foosball table? Most of these are very much meant to be put against the wall. What we could do... Okay. This is a little bit weird because we're starting to encroach on the entrance. However, this does free up some space back here. I'm not going to do a vending machine. Not another claw machine. Oh, we could do... Oh, I didn't realize there's different colors of the pinball. Hold up. The spooky, the red. I think the red. Oh, the little pinball table over here. Just in case you want to get blasted directly into your left eardrum by the pinball table whenever you're playing an arcade game. Pinball tables are really loud. They're very noisy. My grandparents actually have a pinball table. It's fun to play, but also it's so loud. They're meant to be so loud because they're usually in very loud environments. It makes sense, but also, wow, my eardrums. Let's see, what kind of wall decoration? Wall-mounted decor. It would make sense to have a TV. Wall-mounted LED display. Ooh, the exit sign? Hold up. Surveillance camera? Hold up, wait, all of these make sense. Well, let's decorate this, we can decorate the little dining area. Wow, I did not realize you could go up that high. Ooh, what are the LED things they have? Got hearts, check marks, X's, drinks, microphone, open, smile. Hold up. We can have the microphone over here. Designate this as a little karaoke area. Copy paste that. Put that in the other part of the corner. Yeah, and then we have we have a TV over here. Oh, you know what? I did forget about that. There you go. We have a TV. There's got to be... You can't put anything on the TV. It's just a blank TV. Can I turn on the TV? Is there anything I can do to turn on the TV? Or is it just like that? Hold up. If I am a real physical person walking around, can I turn on the TV? Well, not like this. Hold on. If I move the TV to a... There we go. Is the nature channel the only one they have on here? Well, You know what? We'll live like that. Let's go back to the... I need to put the foosball table back. We lost the foosball table. Well, let me also go ahead and move some of these things around. Put an exit sign over here. Have a light over there. Put a light over by the karaoke area. Imagine trying to do karaoke in the arcade area. Like, that, that's gonna be a little, you know. They can make it work. Yeah, they can make it work. It's, you're barely gonna be able to hear people sing, though. That's for sure. Oh, come on. Let me grab that. Let me grab it. There you go. Okay, that's... We can only have the TV so high in the karaoke area. We could... We could rearrange these. Move this guy over here. This guy up a little bit. Have this take over like the floor area. We can even duplicate that there, and it just looks like it's running until it gets hidden by the machine. And then we get our spotlight. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, back. Have another. We'll have them equally spaced, just to make it feel a little more even. There, we got a karaoke area. I don't think there's any microphone props. No. That'd be under miscellaneous. What if there was a radio, you know? In case it wasn't noisy enough. I don't think there's enough noise going on in here. Right, let's go back to order. I should get that foosball. Ooh. Look at that nice blue. That's a gamer foosball table right there. We'll move it up here so that there's more room to walk around in the karaoke area. This security camera should definitely be off in the corner. Like over here. Yeah. Perfect. What colors can you make these? Purple makes sense. But the gamer red would also make sense. So, oh, well, we can't quite... Okay. Place this one layer further down so that we can put the rest of this across the top. That'll just be the one wall without it. Some gamer neon lights. It may make the place feel a little less tall because it kind of loses the illusion of like it going kind of into infinity, but the room is so small anyway that I don't think that really makes like a big deal. I didn't realize this had different colors. Black. You cannot see the trash can. Trash. Now it has a trash symbol for trash, in case you didn't know what this bin was for. Okay, I do want to put something in this little area. I feel like it's a little empty. It could use something. I've already spent more time on this arcade than I was expecting to. Ooh, hold up. A hanging monitor? Hold up, hold up. This kind of works. This is good. This would make sense for like a little area where you went to order food. What can you put on the monitor? Obviously it's gotta have a black frame. Video meeting? Can you imagine? Can you imagine showing up to a video meeting from an active arcade? Security footage, weather, operations data, sports broadcast. Surprised they don't have like a restaurant menu. It's mostly like business stuff. I think a sports broadcast is what would be going on like a hanging monitor in an arcade. Maybe be off somewhere in the corner. Somewhere where people can see it from like a place where people are standing. So like from the karaoke area, you can see the sports game. That felt like an optical illusion for a second. I couldn't tell what things stopped looking 3D for a second as it went back into the into the little the actual view of the room where I'm like orbiting around. Let's see. I have another side table and chair. Yeah, that makes sense. You do have to squeeze a little to get over to either of these games now, but you know. Arcades are tightly packed. That's how they fit a bajillion different things that you can spend money on in them. Let's see. Is there anything else I can stuff in here? I probably should stuff another... you can throw a popcorn snack set. They're just chilling over here. I guess they'd be watching the karaoke from afar. This... The walls feel like a little bit bare, but also there's only so much you can throw on the walls. There's, what do we have in wall mounted? A lot of stuff that doesn't make sense for the arcade. You could have a smaller wall-mounted TV over somewhere. You know what? We could have a smaller TV right over where people are just chilling. Am I gonna have to go turn that on myself? Why can't I turn it on from builder mode? I can't interact with the TV. Hold on. Okay, let's move a couple things around. Right there we go. Oh. Well. I suppose I can move stuff to make it walkable for this one instance where I need to go and turn on the TV. There you go. Jeez. So picky. You're so picky, Animal Crossing. Alright. Let's not... Stop it. You know what? Having the chair there actually works. So I'll keep that chair. I did not realize you could get different... Oh, okay. So you can get different, like, types of popcorn. We can't have just salted. It's got to be at least buttered. Curry-flavored popcorn is crazy. But you know what? The colors, they work. And it's got to be... We got to have that gamer popcorn. It's got to be a little more crazy. I think that, yeah, that feels like the vibe. That feels a little more at home in the arcade. We should... We should move this hanging monitor around. Have it up over here. Above the gamer PC. Ooh, you know what? You know what this needs? What this is missing? We're missing a rug. We need a rug in this area to kind of separate it as the karaoke area. Do we have any more game mats? They're a little bit large. That's a beach towel. That's not a... I don't know, that's a gamer rug. How about this one? It's a little bit too big. Also not the vibe. You could have the natural wood tile. You don't... Put a simple orange mat. Yeah. That kind of sets this aside as, like, the karaoke area. Yeah, that works. I think we can even just have it in the corner. The chair does feel a little bit out of place now, though. Ooh, hold on. Look at that. Look at that. It's nice and red. Although, the carpet is orange, so probably... I think we're gonna stick with the black chair. I think it looks better. Oh. We should probably keep the prim silver to have it match with the table. I think that looks better. Yeah. This is an arcade, alright. That's, I feel like you're gonna hurt your ears in here. I don't know how man was... He was stretching, doing like a yawn right there. I don't know how you're gonna fall asleep in that. It's a vacation home for fun, not for restfulness. That's for sure. There's only so much you can do with the gamer stuff outside, because like it's all electronics, and you don't want to. You don't. There's not much in terms of like shelter that you can get working out here. Like I can't make like a nice. I can't make it like a gazebo or something where we could put a bunch of gamer stuff in. It's like it's just out there, and if it rains, that stuff is dead. Those TVs, gone. Vending machines, those work. Like this stuff we can have outside. Yeah. Like this works. Okay. That's not... I do wish you could like smush them up against each other, but I suppose, you know, doesn't have to be like that. I would like to put that there, but the house has its boundaries. It said no, you gotta be a little bit further than that. See, can I? Nope. The house boundaries are a little bit large. Although, you know what? That works. That works. That's good. We got some stuff over here. But most of the stuff can't go outside. You can have... Ooh, you know what? It's not the most gamer. However, I think we can finally use that fire pit. Wherever it is. There you are. Yeah. Yeah, and then have some... gotta be some sort of floor chairs. Like, little, basically just big cushy pillows that you can sit on. They're a little bit taller. That's what would go around the fire pit, I think. Like these. A trash can, it's gotta be a little... I do wish you could situate it a little closer to the fence. That would be nice. But the trash can should probably be close to where stuff is. Where's the side that you get the popcorn out of? It's solid glass all the way around. Well, I mean, you know. And here, if you don't get the little collectible that you like, you can just throw it out in the trash can next to it. There you go. Get some red. Ooh, you know what? Let's have the snack machine break up the red here. Although we could make the snack machine red as well. You know what? Let's keep that. Make this black and this red, and then... Yeah. Well, it's more of a red-orange. It kind of sticks out compared to the others, but it works. Okay, let's... Hold on. I shouldn't have just placed three of these little cushions down. I gotta figure out the right color first. There's like a black one. What's a gamer pattern? Those are gamer-y patterns. That's gamer seats. They're not the right color scheme, though. You know what? We might just take it. Is it gaudy? Yes. To be gamer is to be gaudy. Then we just got some seats around it. Would the purple look better? Maybe? Maybe the yellow. I think the yellow works best. It's a little sad to not have as gamer of vibes. You lose a little bit of the gamerness. But, you know. Can I make that a little closer? I can. Yes. Oh, nope. Like that. There we go. Now they feel nice and evenly spaced. But it doesn't feel so grid-like. Yeah. Well, this sure is a gamer den. I hope you like it. I think I got all the things that he needed. Hold up a sec. What's up? Sorry, just need a quick supervisor to designer consult, if you don't mind. Uh-oh, am I in trouble? You're getting really good at this interior design thing, but I got a cool technique to show you to take it to the next level. Ah, here we go, here we go. This is where we learn to make things sparkle. Operation Sparkle. Get your bot and polishing duds ready with L. Go to the furniture and then just make it sparkle. Alright. Sparkle time. What are the... What should I make sparkle? An arcade isn't really the place where things sparkle. Like, things are gonna be dirty in here. Make the snacks sparkle. Look at those. Look at those beautiful chips. Those beautiful chips spilled out onto the unclean karaoke table. I know there are other effects that you eventually get, but I think Sparkle is the only one we got right now. You know what? That's perfect. We just got some sparkly chips in the corner. They're calling to you. Yep, that I definitely worked hard on this one. For sure. I mean, it did end up arcadey. I forgot to take a picture. Yeah, this man's gaming. That is a gamer picture of the arcade. Man playing at the fighting game. Perfect. All right. We got a couple good shots of the arcade. All right, there we go. This one does show more of the arcade, but this one gives you this gives you the vibe of the arcade, and you can see that he's gaming. We'll start with this one, and then I'll see if I can get a better angle. Hold up. I mean, don't mind me. I just have to move you, and then excuse me. Can I rotate you? There you go. Gotta be facing the arcade cabinet, my man. Now we can go to the camera. I keep thinking that when it says right stick camera, that that you could use that for oh no, that's not what I. There you go. And out camera. Stay there. Yeah. Wait, I can't get depth of field with this? Oh, but the depth of field made the shot so much better. Bro got a popsicle? Now that's gamer. Bro's getting his sticky hands all over that arcade cabinet. I mean, I suppose it'll feel authentic to a real arcade, but like, come on, dude. Rude. We also got to make the lighting look crazy. Not the fisheye lens. I think the dramatic feels extra gamer. Is it harsh? Yeah, this lighting is a bit harsh, but you know. Hey, what? Bro, get back in the seat. What are you doing? What are you doing? I had a shot set up. Get back in there. Now I gotta go set up my shot again. Here you go. Just stay right there. Dramatic lighting. Bro looks annoyed to be there. I thought that was a tripod. Then I could be gaming over here. Hey, what are you, get back in there! Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Well, I suppose I can play the fighting game. It's not my preferred type of game, but, you know, make it work. Oh, yeah, it actually adds the depth of field. That's good. That's nice. Bro's playing foosball over there. We could, you know what? We could add foosball to the mix of the photo. All right, let's see. That photo does look a lot better. Home game hideaway. It sure is an arcade. It's a full-on arcade. You know what? That's fine. We'll use that photo. All right. I'm heading back. There we go. That's the option I meant to select. Bye-bye. All right, 6,000 Poki and nothing I want to spend it on. Do you see that? Do you see that couch? That couch is still bothering me back there. Like, I'm not... Who's gonna buy that? I didn't know you could climb the vines. Oh! She disappeared. Is it too late in the night to be working? Am I not able to go back to work if I wanted to? Who knows? Who knows? But it is time to go back to the island. That's for sure. I'm surprised I managed to get 2 houses done. Then again, the gamer one was not as that one didn't take nearly as much time because I didn't focus very much on the outside. And the inside was a little easier. I just had a ton of stuff to put down. It's just a matter of cramming as much in as I could. And it's not like arcades are like pristinely laid out. They, well, I mean, there's an appropriate layout for arcades that can be well thought out. Yeah, let's head back. You know, they're just not like. It's a different thing than laying out like a home that you're gonna live in. All right, back we go. Time to head home. I don't think I'll do much more. I actually went longer than I thought I was going to. Longer than I thought I was going to, but shorter than I thought making 2 rooms would take. Let's head back up. Back to the house. Back to the house, and I can set up a little camera or something. Here we go. Yeah. So I'll set up a little camera here. That I can say goodbye from in front of the house. Ah, well. You know what? I thought you could get a better view there. Evidently not, because of the limitations of the tripod camera. Perhaps the bridge is a nicer view. Try that. Set up a tripod. There we go. Alright, everybody. Thank you for joining me for some more little house decorating. It was very fun. I do like these. They're a nice little time to do a chill stream. We'll see what's up next. I'll be back on Tuesday. I will not be doing a Saturday stream this week. It is fun to do. I would like to do some more like Saturday collab stream, but I'll be busy tomorrow, so no Saturday stream. I'll be back on Tuesday with what? Who knows? I'll find out like I'll decide on something like 5 minutes before I go live. Or maybe I'll have something that I'm like itching to do. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a good week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.